Hello everyone! I am so excited! I just wanted to share with you that I'm so grateful that I'm here in between clients right now, and I wanted to share a perspective. Can you imagine if each one of us spent some time in the morning imagining a world where there is equality in the world, there is expression instead of suppression? Can you imagine a world where all of us love our bodies? Hi, Sergio. So I want everybody to just close your eyes right now, and I invite you to create a new world right now. Take a deep breath in, feeling your heart expanding and feeling your belly expanding. Can you imagine a world where everybody is fed every single day? A world where there is equal rights for everybody? A world where we recycle and everything that is made actually uplifts Mother Earth? Can you imagine our cars, our clothing? Yes, we're doing it right now, Sergio. And let's all breathe into our genitals right now, because there's a lot of shame and guilt in the past up until now. Because of the way that we were raised, a lot of us were not taught that our genitals are a source of manifestation and creativity, and that we are made by God. So as you close your eyes and you feel more your body, remember that this body was made by God, and it was created by our Creator. And our Creator said, I'm going to create a Sergio, I'm going to create a Michelle. Genitals, kidneys, past ancestors, energy. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us, Sergio. So let's breathe into our kidneys right now, the low back. Let's get back there right now and put our hands on our low back, and let's heal our ancestors right now. All this energy of the past. I had the pleasure of being on the Yoga and Spirituality in the Modern World panel this last Saturday, the Yoga Expo. And they were talking about oppression, the oppression in the government, in the world. You know, women have been suppressed, oppressed for thousands of years, right? And I'm not going to play the victim role. There's a purpose to that. There's a purpose to why we've been oppressed and suppressed. I believe in God, and I believe that everything is perfect. Everything that's happening right now is divinely happening so that we can learn and grow. And this is how I live my life, or else I would go nuts, okay? So if I believe that God is gifting us with our president, gifting us with our reality that we're living, right? The virtual reality. Right. And if I don't like what I'm seeing, I can then, first of all, process my emotions about it, the judgment, the criticism, the analysis. So for example, for me, I would love to see more authenticity, more truth, more collective thinking about, hey, maybe we shouldn't make plastic bottles because they're killing the fish and polluting the earth. And whoever gave approval that we can actually have high fructose corn syrup in existence, that really hurts us. We've allowed things to happen. We've been unconscious up until now. So what if all the crap that's happening in the world is actually awesome shit that we can turn into fertilizer so that we can all grow and create a more kick-ass world? What if we could look at all the challenges that are happening on the planet right now, all the challenges in the planet, right, all that, what if we can look at all that as an opportunity to recreate the world, to create a new world, a different kind of world? So from what I've learned in quantum physics from my teachers is that whatever I feel in my body, however I feel 24 hours a day, I become this magnet to attract whatever that is that I'm feeling. So if we want to change the world, it would be awesome if we could all step into our abilities to create and embody the feeling of a new world, a new body, a new world where we are sources of transformation. So are you willing to be a source of transformation right now for the planet, for yourself? Yes? Yes! Are you willing to be a source of transformation for the planet? Are you willing to be a source of healing and love and crumbling down those old paradigms, those old ways of oppression that we've been doing? And are you willing to step it up and really own your power, and your power that is your God-given gift, and not dwell on what's wrong, but instead pray, breathe, expand, and ask God, show me my path. Inspire me, God, inspire me. Give me the downloads. I am open. I am ready. I am willing to receive it. And just keep yourself open that you also are enough that you can be a catalyst for the world. So I invite you all to be open today and spend more time connecting to your body temple, to your heart. We know everything. We have all the solutions within us. Yet so many of us are in scarcity mode, lack, running, going. I haven't turned in my taxes yet, and I have to do them today. And I was nervous this morning because I went to Costa Rica, I had a great time, and I wasn't prioritizing getting all my little receipts. And I felt this fear in the morning in bed. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute. What I vibrate, what I feel is what I attract. So what do I want to create today? And then this is my life. This is how I go in my head and I release and heal myself. This is the Alva method. So first of all, I was grateful that I was stressed out. I was grateful that this was happening because I know that it's an opportunity. It's not a problem. It's an opportunity for me to acknowledge that I've been procrastinating and still love myself even though I've been procrastinating, and then ask, well, what needs to get done today? What's my priority? And I'm so lucky that one of my clients who wanted me to work with her husband today and her rescheduled. My Monday opened up. So right now, as soon as I get off this Facebook Live, I am going to focus on my taxes and getting this done. Called up my accountant. I'm going to turn in my stuff tomorrow. So I took the action steps of what I need to accomplish for this to be successful today. And then I didn't stop there. I asked myself, how would I feel if my taxes were turned in? And I did them. And I got an awesome return, you know? And then I was like, yay! Listening to my music today while I was taking a shower and feeling as though I already turned in my taxes and feeling so proud of myself that I did them and lovingly doing them and being grateful that I have all this abundance in my life to have my taxes be done, okay? And then I was thinking about all the clients that I've helped this 2017, and I just started to get excited. Instead of allowing myself to feel dread that I haven't turned it in yet, and allowing myself to judge myself that I'm a procrastinating person in the past. So I'm going to still get it done. I'm going to do it. But the way that I feel about myself is different than what I would have done last year or the year before. So how we bring ourselves into anything is going to make it more beneficial or not. So yes, if we're going to talk about the government and what we want to create, you know, what's not working, let's go into it from a place of God loves us. Everything is happening on purpose, and how can we grow from what's happening? How can we grow from oppression? How can we grow from the past that has happened? And how can I be a catalyst of change? And if you don't know the answer, go to your heart, breathe into your heart. It's right here, left side. Put your hand right there. Feel your belly too. I do the E3 breath because that's the quickest way to get to your diaphragm and contract it like that. So we're going to do biomechanics. We're going to use our biomechanics. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Inflate yourself, expand yourself, get out of that stress contracted, which is most of the world lack vibe, and become expanded. abundance, richness. This is what our nature is to be. So let's get back in alignment. And then what I do when I have no idea, I just say, God, show me. Show me, universe. I am open, I am ready, I am willing to receive the wisdom, the clarity, the downloads for the next step. And then thank you. Thank you for that download. Even if you didn't get the download, be grateful for it ahead of time. And then what would it feel like if I had the clarity? What would it feel like if I already knew? Because what I noticed this past Yoga Expo in that panel was that there was a lot of dread. There was a lot of dread, and there was a lot of anger and resentment and frustration. This is the energy that I felt. And looking at it as though there's something wrong with the oppression. So maybe there's light and dark in the world. Maybe there's oppression and expression, and oppression, suppression, and healing that has to happen in the world. And maybe I can learn more about how to process my emotions and release them. And so I had this realization that I have a lot to offer the yoga community. Those yoga teachers that are out there that are holding on to all this anger, that no matter how many vinyasa flows we do, we're still not addressing those trapped emotions in our body tissues. I personally have had cathartic releases in Shavasana at the end of my yoga class, but I'm not sure how many of us can actually let ourselves cry in a yoga class. So if you're a yoga teacher out there and you feel angry, frustrated, if anything's getting triggered, when you hear about the government, or you're oppressed, or you feel suppressed or depressed or powerless against the government, email me, because I would love to offer you a free 15-minute discovery call. If you want to learn how to use your yoga practice as a way of also amping up your emotional release ability, I am willing to share with you on a 15-minute call some really specific ways for yourself. And of course, if you want to come work with me, let's go deeper. Because remember, yoga was created by men, okay? It's man created. Of course, God channeled it to men. Belly dance is what the women were doing when the yogis were yogaing in the mountains, the women were belly dancing. And I know this because my belly dance teacher made me aware of this, that belly dance is the most ancient form of dance for women. And so what I do is I like to merge yoga with belly dance and tantra and energy healing, sound, mindset. I love to merge all of these things because we are all of this. And this is what I'm doing today. This is what one person can do, is make this little video and hope to entice, ruffle some people's feathers, because it's time. Yes, it's time for us to own our power, to learn how to be our own source of healing. It's very empowering. When you know how to release your pain yourself, that is so empowering. You don't have to wait for the next night, or the next day, to call the doctor. Can you imagine that you could clear your pain, you can release your pain and actually be grateful for it and learn from it? And you don't have to try to push feelings away from yourself. You can actually dive right into whatever you're feeling. Can you imagine living that way, where you're simply inquiring when you have tension, pain, or stress, what is the wisdom that wants to come through my body, and looking at your body as a source of wisdom? Can you imagine living like that? So today I can honestly say this is how I live my life, and I really am so grateful to have discovered this way of living and healing and empowering myself so that I can serve to the highest capacity. So I wish you all a beautiful day, and let me know how this video benefited you. If you are wanting to amp up your self-empowered healing ability, get in touch with me, and I would love to share with you that 15-minute free call. And also there's an awesome meditation on my website. It's called Empower Your Center and Ignite Your Soul's Joy. It's all about the solar plexus and connecting to that part of our body so that each one of us can feel like the powerful creator that we are, co-creating together collectively. And feel whatever it is that you want to create, okay? Because that's where it all begins. We have to have more imagination of what we want to create if we're going to create some change in the world. If we're stuck and we're focusing on what doesn't work, that's just going to keep limiting us. Because whatever you focus on, you expand. It gets bigger. So I take time throughout my day to feel that the world is safe, that the world is a growing, transforming, uplifting place, and that I am a catalyst for the world. So have a beautiful day, everyone. Mwah! Let me know how this benefited you and share it with a friend. Don't keep it all to yourself. Let's spread the love. And if it inspired you, thank you for sharing it on your timeline and in your groups. Bye, everyone. Have an awesome day.